Welcome to my channel, I'm Shady Josh. This is a Kawasaki KH125 and this is a really cool bike. It's a two-stroke and it was produced from years 1976 through to 1998. And this is one of the last bikes ever made in the run. It's a 1997 model, a UK bike from new, and it's been mostly restored. You can see that the paintwork is in really nice condition. The engine has actually been restored and you can see all of the chrome work and the aluminium has been sort of repolished, refinished. The fuel tap rebuilt, the paintwork has been redone mostly, and it's a really nice bike overall. It's got a few bits of rust around on like the front mudguard and so on, but overall a very splendid bike, and I'm really looking forward to working on this one. It's been maintained and restored by its current owner, who's had it for a few years, and he has come to a place where he wants to move it on. And it does have an issue with the engine, where the engine was rebuilt by a professional, but that person didn't do it correctly, so it doesn't run well, and the oil was coming out of the engine, and so it does need some sort of attention on the engine. But apart from that, it looks to be a really nice, tidy bike, and it will be a great project. So I think the only thing for me to do is to take this bike home and let's pull the engine out and see what it looks like on the inside. And just having a quick look around the bike, just to pick up a few details. So if you have a look here, you can see the clocks have just 10,000 miles on the clock, and miles per hour, and let's turn it on. You can see the neutral light there. We'll just try the turn signals and so on. So those all work. So that is really nice, and this bike is in great condition for a Kawasaki KH of this year. It's got a really nice seat and it's clearly been recovered, or it might be original, who knows. The rear wheel and tyre look great, probably a brand new tyre there. And it's got a nice chain and sprockets. I think this wheel rim is being replaced. Oh, actually, no, sorry, that is an original. So that is outstanding. So that is an original wheel rim that's been refinished. Kawasaki. This wheel rim has a code on it, which you can only get with original bikes. So that is outstanding. The engine number, actually I won't show that on camera, but great looking bike. 1997 Kawasaki KH125 in exceptional condition, needing some further restoration works, but overall a really great looking bike. Well, I'm back home and I'm super pleased with this bike. It is, as I said, a Kawasaki KH125, a 1997 model, and it's one of the last that was produced, so really nice find. And even better, the guy told me it was a restored bike, but looking at it, I don't think it is. I think it's an original, and there's a few reasons for that. Number one, the engine, the finish on this engine is like brushed and polished aluminium, and to recreate that factory finish in a restoration is really, really hard. Because normally when you get an old rusty bike like this, or we get an old rusty unrestored bike, the engine would be like pitted and weathered and corroded, and to redo that you would vapor blast it. And to get back to this, which is a relatively worn surface, which I'll show you, it's really hard. It's really, really hard to recreate this. You can see this is not a vapor blasted surface. This is a factory finish, as far as I can tell anyway. It looks like brushed aluminium. Then on the exhaust here we've got date codes, so this is definitely an original exhaust, and I don't think it's been re-chromed. You can see on the rear hub there where it says usable range, that is a factory hub, so that's fantastic. Then looking around, these shocks also look original. All of the chrome work doesn't look like it's been redone. I think this is as it was, as found. You can see it's just a bit too worn to have been re-chromed. It looks factory, it really does. Same with the centre stand. These bolts, quite a few of them have got the factory markings on. Then coming to the front here, if I can pick up on the camera, there's a date code on that front wheel. I just want to show it if I can. It says Takasago, and there's the date code. So it says Takasago, which is the manufacturer, very common on these old Japanese bikes. Then 18.1.4, which is the wheel size, 18 inch, and 1.4 is the width of it. And then 304 Japan 502. So that is a factory date code. And again, these spokes are zinc plated. So if you buy aftermarket ones to rebuild a bike like this, these would typically be stainless steel, not zinc coated. So they, I would say, are also original. The hub, the front mudguard, clearly that's an original because it's old. I know it's got specks of corrosion and stuff. We've got the Kawasaki logo there. This chrome headlight looks correct. These clocks are definitely correct. I'll turn the bike on. You can see there's the neutral light. We have got the red line. I mean, this again, that's a factory sticker. That's not something you'd be able to recreate in a restoration. There's 10,000 miles on the clock, miles per hour. So this is an original UK bike. Then just showing the indicators. Those are flashing. So super cool. Like, as a bike collector and someone who's really into bikes, a bike like this is really as good as it gets. I'm just impressed with it. Like, it's not a concourse bike, but it doesn't need to be. These original bikes are just more desirable, more collectible than a restored bike. You can see here the paintwork. That is original paintwork. Like, this has not been repainted at all. Oh, it's so cool. Really cool. The seat again, that is definitely not a restored piece. That is, that's as it should be. The paintwork here, I don't think this has been repainted. I think this is all factory paint. The guy also said that the top end has been off and it's had a new piston put into it. So I need to have a look at that. So long and the short of it is, I need to take the exhaust off. I need to whip off that side cover and just have a look and see what's inside. Although I'm really tempted to just see if it will start and see how it sounds.